afternoon. It's Tuesday, March 14th. I'm Yarushka Gopal-Kista. Right now, some light rain in Ottawa, 2 degrees, 1 degree in Smith Falls. Here's what's making news right now.
A 38-year-old man is facing 2 counts of dangerous driving causing death in connection with Monday's pickup truck attack in Amqui, Quebec.
The disruptions that took place last summer have exposed certain vulnerabilities.
And with that, the federal transport minister is promising to change the process around travel complaints, so you'll be off the hook, and the onus will be on airlines to justify any problems.
With our snowpacks melting and flooding a possibility this spring, the City of Ottawa asking you to do a couple checks in the meantime, including your sump pump.
The Sens and Oilers face off at 9 o'clock from Rogers Place. Canada and Colombia no score at the WBC, and the Raptors open a 3-game homestand tonight. Sports at 45.
Half an hour ahead of the bell, and Wall Street holding on to a gain as traders move back into banking stocks. Oil takes a hit. Business at 56.
City News Time, 3:31. Now traffic and weather together. Here's Jamie Montgomery.
Good afternoon. Looks like we've got a collision eastbound on the 174 at Champlain. Westbound Hunt Club near Moody. Still on northbound is reduced to one lane between Bordelstein and Innis due to a disabled vehicle. And we're still dealing with that single vehicle rollover on Franktown Road near Munster Road. We've got delays westbound on the Finsway from Vanier to Bronson. And then again, Kirkwood to Pinecrest. Eastbound on the Finsway from Curling to Rochester. Westbound delays right now on the 174 at John Dark, but that's due to construction. We do have some northbound delays approaching at least. They're driving McDonald Parkway on Island Park, and we've got delays eastbound Hunt Club at Prince of Wales. CAA member, lucky you. CAA members save 3 cents per liter off fuel at Shell. Conditions apply. Visit shell.ca/CAA. With forecast for Ottawa, the Valley, here's the specialist Denise Andriachi.
Still unsettled as we wrap up the afternoon here. Periods of snow for Ottawa and Smiths Falls. We're going to see things quiet down later this evening and overnight partly cloudy down to -4. Sunny and seasonal for Wednesday near +4. And we have a quiet start to Thursday, but the clouds will build in midday and light snow moves in overnight. Overnight tonight, -4.
And right now in Ottawa, some light rain, 2 degrees, 1 degree in Smith Falls. City News Time to 3:32. And breaking news from eastern Quebec, where a man now faces charges in a pickup truck attack in a small town that police say was a deliberate act. 2 people were killed and 9 others injured. City's Paul Martino is following that story and joins us with the latest.
Police say that the driver of a pickup truck deliberately steered his vehicle towards the people in this small town of Quebec yesterday afternoon.
We don't understand why this person decided to use this pickup and kill 2 people and wounded 2 children and 7 others. The inquiry will tell us what happened.
The attack happened in the small town of Amqui, and the person charged in connection with this attack is from that town. He's 38 years old. Phil Martino, City News.
With complaints against airlines piling up, it seems like the federal government is growing tired of all the excuses. It's about to be a big change on how the process works. City's Dean Rick Sigler says that it will probably come as a relief to anyone who got left behind at the airport or is still waiting for their luggage to arrive.
Transport Minister Omar Alghabra says the idea is to close some loopholes and force airlines to justify delays, cancel flights, and lost baggage, instead of making you bang your head against the wall as you try to get some answers.
Airlines obviously are offering their point of view about what happened last summer. It is important that we consult them, but where we disagree, we will disagree, and I'm sure they'll let their opinion known to me once we table the new rules.
Alghabra hopes to have the new process over to in the coming months. In the meantime, he admits the wait to get a complaint heard by the Independent Canadian Transport Agency is too long, 18 months right now. So the feds are kicking in an additional $76 million over the next 3 years to boost staffing in the hopes of addressing that backlog of tens of thousands of complaints. Dean Rick Sigler, City News.
Now the NDP wants to see the government expand its GST rebate in this month's budget. Leader Jagmeet Singh says that it was the New Democrats who pushed the Liberal government for the 6-month GST rebate introduced that it should be extended.
We think that the GST rebate that we forced the government to do should continue. We'll see money in the budget for that. It's a specific measure that helps workers that doesn't contribute to inflation in any way and is a real meaningful support for people that get.
The federal budget comes out at the end of this month. City News Time, it's 3:35. Controversy is brewing over the hockey jerseys worn by police officers at a recent charity game, but their union is defending those sweaters. The jerseys have a Canadian flag design on the front, but in black instead of red. There's a horizontal blue line across the flag with the words "thin blue line" above the flag. Councillor for Somerset Ward, Ariel Trost, is saying that it is a, quote, known extremist symbol, and she says that she's contacted the police chief about the symbol. A similar thin blue line symbol has become intertwined with the Blue Lives Matter movement, which emerged as a pushback against the Black Lives Matter movement in 2014. But the president of the police union says these hockey jerseys were made before the Blue Lives Matter movement. In a written statement to City News, the Ottawa Police Association president, Matthew Cox, saying that the symbol on the jerseys are a memorial to fallen police officers and, quote, nothing more. He said that he spoke with the police chief earlier this year about replacing the jerseys because of their age, and he says that new jerseys are in the works. A trans activist says that she's been facing anti-trans hate online from a Quebec group that receives funding from the provincial government. PDF Quebec is a feminist group that promotes anti-trans views and has been sharing misinformation harmful to that particular community. Bay Johnstone telling City News that PDF Quebec personally attacked her.
I have been targeted about 4 times now by anti-trans far-right groups for the work that I do as one of very few visible trans folks in Canada. But in the past week in particular, I've been subjected to what one of my friends described as the most coordinated attack online that a trans person in Canada has ever been subjected to.
Johnstone says the anti-trans hate has intensified since her appearance in a Hershey's ad for International Women's Day. City News Time, it's 3:38. Now preparations are ongoing at the City of Ottawa for possible flooding this spring. City News reporter Chris Curries joins us with what those plans could look like.
They're trying to be prepared, and everyone prepared as well, even though whether it floods or not, still up in the air. We've heard conservation authorities say it's possible. The city, though, a little less bullish, because even though there's a lot of snow, it's not just about the snow.
Every year at this time of the year, we would be doing a lot of blasting along the Rita River. We've had very little blasting this year. The ice was a lot thinner. Water was able to continue to flow through the dam, so we are into those operations now, but more in selective areas.
The city's LA Gaultier says the best thing to do right now, especially if you live in a low-lying area, is to check your sump pumps, take the valuables off the ground, and make sure you have standby power. Chris Curry, City News.
Now, spring operations are also underway, but at the Rideau Canal, they're warning people to stay off the canal in the upcoming spring season. The NCC warns that the canal's surface is melting and could be very hazardous. The water level below the top surface of the canal is about 3 to 14 feet deep, which stretches from downtown to Dow's Lake. Parks Canada says that they've started lowering water levels beneath the ice. Now, if the Conservatives form the next federal government, the party pledges to sue Big Pharma to the tune of $44 billion over the opioid crisis. Our Martin McMahon has the details on that promise and is looking into how plausible getting that kind of money even is.
Tory leader Pierre Poilievre's proposal is simple. Sue the pants off Purdue Pharma and others to recoup the enormous personal and financial toll the opioid crisis has taken on communities throughout the country.
We will join British Columbia's lawsuit in order to recover the federal health costs that have resulted from Big Pharma's dirty and disgusting actions against our communities. We will launch a separate federal lawsuit to recover money that the federal government has had to spend.
The reality may be less simple and would suggest getting anything close to $44 billion isn't going to happen. As an example, Purdue Pharma reached a nationwide settlement in the U.S.